teach you how to dance sometime, okay? But don't, no, you're not going to have to dance some.
You definitely have to learn how to dance after the tape.
Sorry, I even brought this up. All right, Ray. All right. My mistake.
10 o'clock.
You got the only famous dancing hooker in Vegas. All right, stand over there. Come over here.
Yeah.
Now, you hear the music?
Yeah.
Just watch my feet. Not even watch my feet. Here, just do what I'm doing. Okay? See, feel the rhythm of the music? We're just moving our feet like that. Okay? And when I tell you to, I want you to just look up, real slow, just keep moving. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, start looking up.
Yeah.
No more, keep moving. No more, Ray. All the way up. There you go, Ray. You're dancing. That's it. Close your hand here. Just like that. You're going to turn me like this, okay? Turn me. This is dancing.
This is dancing.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel a little sick. That's it. All right. All right. Beautiful. You are a good dancer. You want to give me a hug?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? I just wanted to give you a hug, Ray. So I give you a hug. What are you doing here?
I'm unemployed. You don't know about the business?
Come on, come in. It's okay. Glad to see you. Ray, look who's here.
It's not right. You shouldn't do it.
He's fine.
No, he's fine. He's in Las Vegas in a suit in a big room. Makes me sad.
6 months to my date. 6 months to Irish.
Raymond, it'd be nice if you didn't carry the television everywhere you go. What do you gotta bring a watchman for on your date?
Man's dancing.
But what does your date look like? Huh?
Fresh parts. My holiday.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Mr. Babbitt. Mr. Kelso would like to see you.
I don't know, Mr.
Oh, he's director of security. Would you come with me, please?
Sure. Listen, Susanna, why don't you stay with me?
Right this way.
Jenna, when she's not here.
She'll come. She will.
Congratulations, Mr. Babbitt. Counting into a six-deck shoe is quite a feat.
I'm afraid I don't understand what you're talking about.
We make videotapes, Mr. Babbitt, and we analyze the tapes, and we even share some of the information with the other casinos. Now, these tapes suggest that you should take your winnings and leave the state.
Mr. Kelso, someone has a good day at the tables and you accuse them of illegal activities. Is this how you treat all your guests?
All you have to do is close your mouth and go home, and those are the best odds you're going to see for a while. I'd take them.
Did you want to dance on your day, Drake?
Yeah.
There'll be other chances, right? Many pretty girls would love to dance with you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Uh-oh.
I like this music, Ray.
Elevator stop.
It's okay. You think you could show me the way you're going to dance with Iris?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Would you like to dance with me?
Elevator's up a hole.
Nice.
Yeah.
Show me. Show me how.
Yeah, Charlie Babbitt taught me.
Charlie Babbitt?
Yeah. Dancing in the elevator.
It's nice. You're very good. Iris missed a beautiful dance.
Yeah.
And a kiss.
Yeah.
Have you ever kissed a girl?
Oh,
No. Open your mouth. Open. Yeah. That feels like you're tasting something very good and very soft.
yeah.
Shall we taste? Close your eyes. It's okay.
Yeah.
How was that?
Wet.
And we did it right.
Elevator's definitely stuck.
No, it's not stuck.
Try to stare into Girage.
I guess.
Yeah, like
I knew that I wanted to be a mum. It's in my DNA. It's what I'm born to do.
I think you'll be an absolutely amazing mother.
Remarkable story
On paper, there's nothing wrong with either of us.
of hope
It should just work.
that'll warm Australia's heart.
The more rounds you do, the harder it becomes.
I really hope this embryo will be their dream outcome.
Miracles returns Monday on 9 and 9 now. Make the fence you have an effective barrier with pickaxe by Wireman. No need to remove wire. Fixed to timber or steel. No hammer needed. Australian made, high tensile steel. Save time, save money. Around the house or around the farm. Raise your fence the easy way with pickaxe by Wireman. By taking the oath, you hereby place you help everyone, everywhere, make their job easy. What say you?
Can I?
I can't hear you! Can I?
Can you show me how to use this?
Can I?
Sometimes you need spectacles or contacts urgently. Did you know Optical Superstore has same-day specs, same-day service and contact lenses? Your eye health starts at Optical Superstore.
Milpa, the trachoma gyno, is here to remind us that clean faces keep our eyes healthy and strong.
That's right, and getting rid of snotty noses and mucky eyes helps us to stop trachoma.
Let's have a look in the mirror and check if our faces are clean. Having strong, healthy eyes and following Milper's 6 steps to stop germs helps us kick a deadly pass to our teammate. So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
Visit Crocosaurus Cove, home of the Cage of Death crocodile dive and one of the world's largest displays of Australian reptiles. 3 levels of interactive wildlife experiences in the heart of the city. Crocosaurus Cove, Mitchell Street, Darwin.
Arafura catering equipment for at Darwin, the Territory's one-stop supplier catering for all aspects of kitchen equipment design and installation. From kitchenware to front of house, Arafura catering equipment for all your hospitality needs. All the major brands of preparation and cooking equipment, refrigeration, ice machines, dishwashers, glasses, barware, cutlery and crockery. We service all commercial kitchens. We deliver quality and service to hospitality outlets from the Kimberley to the Gulf, from Central Australia to Timor. Arafura catering equipment, Darwin.
What I tell you, Ray, promise you can drive, this is it. I won't, but I drive slow on the driveway.
Charlie, this is okay. She can drive.
Of course, I'm an excellent driver. It's very good.
Ray, why don't you get in the front seat?
So I'll wait to hear from you after Raymond's meeting?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna be fast.
I'm nervous.
I know.
Listen, I'm glad, happy that you came to Vegas.
I know. So, Ray, thank you for the date in the elevator. It was really nice.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Yeah. Thank you for the what? What?
Nothing, something between us.
Between us? Us, Ray? Well, here we go, Ray. Is your bedroom up here?
Of course, there's no bed there. Definitely no bed there.
Oh no, this is a magic bed, Ray. Just watch and see. We got the table over here. We got the television, Ray. Go to the video store. I got a little surprise for you, Ray. Pick up a video for you. Let's start with that, Ray. This is it's not just another place, Ray. It's my place.
That's nice. That's who? First base. First base.
So who gets it? Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and likes it. Who's like that? If a Roman man earns it, who's us? That's early. All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base? No, what is on second base? I'm not asking you.
This is funny, Ray. Don't you think this is fun?
Yes.
Where'd you see this first?
Dad gave me a book on baseball shit.
Dad, huh? Guess I didn't read as funny.
Definitely.
Hello, this is Dr. Brunner. I'd like you to call me.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, I thought I got the machine.
No.
Just got it down, and as you know, the psychological interview is tomorrow, Charlie.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I know that.
I thought we should get together and talk. Everything might be in here.
All right. When?
Tomorrow morning you'll meet Dr. Marston, who's in charge of Raymond's psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah, I know.
I gave him boxes of files on Raymond. Boxes.
Good luck.
Look, this is my close call son. It's a formality. Your brother's a very disabled individual.
Trying to tell me me. Is that why you called me up here?
No, I'm telling you, it's always been a lost cause, Charlie.
What is this about? Why'd you call me?
Well, let me tell you something. Your father put me in charge of all the money, all right?
Yeah?
And it doesn't matter whether or not you're in custody of Raymond. I won't have to pay you a dime. It's at my discretion, not the courts.
What, so you can't lose?
I can lose. I can lose Raymond. I happen to care about your brother's life when the figurative seems. You made a commitment to your father some 20 years ago, and I'm not willing to gamble with that.
What is this?
It's a Raymond check.
$250,000.
And no strings attached. Just walk away, Charlie. You know, this isn't about you and me. It's not about winning or losing.
You know, I asked you a week ago, why didn't anyone ever tell me I had a brother? You didn't have an answer. I don't know. It's funny, I just realized I'm not pissed off anymore. My father cut me out of his will. When you were his friend, you probably knew he tried to contact me a few times over the years. I never called him back. It was a prick. Hey, if he was my son, didn't return my calls, I'd have written him out. Fuck him. It's not about the money anymore. You know, I just don't understand, why didn't he tell me I had a brother? Why didn't you tell me I had a brother? Why didn't anyone ever tell me that I had a brother? Because it'd been nice to know him for more than just the past 6 days.
Oh. Yeah, don't worry.
Stop. It's all right. Raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, pink caddy, whole wheat, peachy keen, beer nut, rocky road, buckwheat. How about buckwheat? Belly buster, blueberry. What kind of pancakes you want? Pancakes. Yeah, what kind? Pancakes. Of course. Of course, make the syrup supposed to be on the table before the dinner. Bread. Yeah. Ta-da. Charlie Babbitt made a joke. I made a joke. Yeah.
To Bill and back. The cancer con is crying for and wants a job.
Have some humanity.
Get rich, Bill Gibson. She owes taxpayers $500,000.
Time to pay that money back.
It's rubbing salt into the wounds of the victim.
That's it.
A current affair next week. Ford Ranger
Ranger is now Australia's #1 selling vehicle. Drive Australia's #1 today at your local Ford dealer. Whether you live in our remote outback, rural farmlands, or tropical coastal regions, we understand the importance of balance between work life and study. Country University Centres are bringing degrees closer to you. We have created our learning and study spaces with you at the forefront of our thinking. Go to www.cuc.edu.au to find out more. Country University Centres, empowering and educating regional Australia.
Alcoa Ultra White and Dorper Stud's first annual Ram sale are offering 35 Ultra Whites and 30 Dorper Rams online on Auctions Plus the 7th and 8th of February. Contact selling agent Luke Scales at Nutrien Walsh Hughes for further details.
Your home away from home. The Elma Motel is located in the Alice Springs Town Centre. We offer conference facilities, air-conditioned rooms with free Wi-Fi, as well as an outdoor swimming pool, barbecue, guest laundry, and off-street parking. We'll put a smile on your face with a local rate. The Elma Motel, Alice Springs. We'll leave the light on for you.
If you're remote, if you break down, if you're in trouble, if you've lost coverage, if the unexpected happens, be prepared. Stay safe with Zolio. Stay connected. Extend your phone to satellite coverage. Zolio, count on your connection.
With Kingspan water tanks, everything is possible. Harnessing our precious water means we can do more and enjoy more. More fun, more food, more freedom. Again! Kingspan water tanks. There's more in every tank.
Make HD Pumps your first choice for pumps and water industry equipment, domestic or industrial. From pumps and irrigation to pressure cleaners and agricultural spray equipment, we stock only the highest quality energy and water efficient products that you can rely on to get the job done right. Plus, we provide comprehensive installation, repair and electrical services that are second to none. Visit us online at hdpumps.com.au. HD Pumps, Winnelli and Humpty Doo, making water work.
Alice 24-hour store. Pull up right at the front door. Avoid the queues. And let our friendly staff help you. We're Alice's only 24-hour convenience store. Find us at 105 Todd Street next to Karma Radio. What you need, when you need it.
Proceeding, Mr. Babison. There's no lawyers, no judge present, just the people who care about Raymond. Now, Raymond, why don't you have a seat over there? Mr. Babbitt, why don't you go to the side of the table? Raymond, right here. Have this seat. Raymond, right here. I'm gonna take this seat. Okay? Ready to put your knapsack on the floor. So I think this is a good opportunity to be honest with one another. The TV, and great. The TV. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now, I don't know any easy way to say this, Mr. Babbitt. Say what? What? I got lost already? No, I am lost. I'm not the judge and jury, it's the doctor making a recommendation to a court. Now, I must tell you that Dr. Bruner is a very respected professional. Raymond's case has been meticulously documented over the years, and of course, Walbrook is one of the finest institutions we have in this country.
Well, you guys have already made up your mind. I'll see you in court, huh?
Hey, son, don't drown me here.
Came further with me in a week than he did with you in 20 years, and that's the truth.
I don't think it's necessary.
You don't know anything
How many cards?
Cards Las Vegas.
Brother took you to Las Vegas.
$3,000. Bill of fortune.
Gave you $3,000 to gamble with.
Lost $2,000. Bill.
And what else did you do? What else did you do?
Dance with Charlie Babbitt.
Dance with your brother? Or learn how to dance so
Dance in the elevator with Suzanne. Kiss Suzanne.
Kiss Suzanne?
Yeah, the elevator.
Did you enjoy kissing a woman?
I don't know.
How did it feel?
It felt wet.
Wet?
Yeah.
Quite a trip, huh?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy being on the road?
I'm an excellent driver.
You drove?
Yeah.
Brother let you drive on the highway, the interstate?
Yeah, slow on the driveway.
You didn't drive. Did he have any emotional outbursts this past week? What do you mean? Well, things they tend to do and inflict, bodily harm on themselves.
Okay.
A couple of times.
Okay, he had what you call an outburst at the airport because he didn't want to fly. So we didn't fly.
And when was the last outburst that he had?
This morning.
This morning?
I mean, this is bullshit because I can tell you, I can tell you anything, I can tell you nothing. You never know the difference.
Well, I don't-
This morning the smoke alarm went off. He got a little nervous, but he's fine.
Well, don't feel as I'm placing any blame.
We went out that hand.
All right, look, I don't think you have to be defensive about it. I'm not
I'm
challenging
just
you.
being honest with you.
I think you're missing the
No, I
point.
think you're missing the point. I'm being truthful about this.
The point I was trying to make is I'm not placing any blame. I am not
I
saying
had a
you're
father
wrong.
I hardly knew, a mother I didn't know at all. I found out a few days ago that I have a brother and I want to be with him, and I'm supposed to give him up.
No one is saying anything, and there's no need to be that
I didn't
emotional
hurt
about
him.
that.
He's not hurting me. We're not hurting you. Now, why are you interfering? This is my family.
Not
This is my
interfering.
family. You understand that?
I understand that.
Yes, you do have a brother, but the point is, he's not capable of having a relationship with you.
It's your opinion. You spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with him. Have you ever done that?
Look, I'm not taking on the responsibility of your brother without professional guidance.
That's your opinion.
Yes, it's my opinion.
A couple things I'd like to go over in this file. Dr. Bruner states a week ago you stole Raymond out of the institution and you're willing to trade him for $1.5 million. Is that correct?
My father died. I was upset. Okay? That was wrong.
So last week you were upset, and then this week you suddenly found some devotion to your brother and you want to take care of him for the rest of your life.
Yes.
In the beginning, it was like a kidnapping.
Kidnapping. That's very strong. I didn't kidnap my brother.
In the course of the week, you came to have an understanding with him.
Yes. Look, that.
Yes.
I understand that this sounds irrational to you. Yes, when it started out, it
Well,
had
don't
that.
feel compelled to be defensive about that.
Can I talk?
Yes, you can.
I'd like to talk.
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
No accusations. Go ahead.
No accusations. So you have to understand that when we started out together, that he was only my brother in name. And this morning we had pancakes.
Maple syrup on the table. And Charlie Babbitt made it too.
You see, I made a connection.
I think it's very admirable that you made a connection. I think the purpose of this meeting is to determine what is best for Raymond, whether or not he's capable of functioning in a community, and what in fact he wants, if that's possible to determine.
Raymond's unable to make those kind of decisions.
You're wrong.
Charlie, you know he can't decide for himself.
He's capable of a lot more than you know.
Why don't we ask Raymond, maybe we can find a few answers. Raymond, can I ask you a few questions?
Ray, the doctor's helping.
Yeah.
Raymond, can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah.
Do you want to stay with your brother Charlie? Raymond, would you like to stay with your brother Charlie in Los Angeles?
Ray, the doctor's asking you a question. So you listen, okay, Ray?
Yeah.
Raymond, do you want to stay with your brother Charlie? Raymond, do you want to stay with your brother Charlie?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You want to stay with your brother?
Yeah. Yeah, stay with my brother Charlie Babbitt.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
You want to stay with your brother?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something else, Raymond?
Yeah.
You want to go back to Walbrook?
Yeah.
Raymond, can you make a distinction between your brother and Walbrook?
Yeah.
Raymond, do you want to stay with your brother Charlie here in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go back to Walbrook?
Yeah.
They're two separate things.
Yeah.
Stay with your brother or go back to Walbrook.
Walbrook.
Not one thing,
Stay
Raymond.
back to Walbrook.
This is your brother. You make a choice.
Yeah,
One or
go
the
back to
other.
Walbrook, stay with Charlie Babbitt.
Okay.
Back to Walbrook, stay with my brother Charlie.
No, it's two separate things. If you make that choice, one or the other.
Yeah, go back to Walbrook.
All right.
Stay back to Walbrook.
Okay,
Hold
back to
on.
Walbrook or
Just
stay with your brother.
hold on here. No,
Stay back to Walbrook.
all right.
talk to you for a minute. Excuse me. Okay, Ray. No more questions, Tony.
No.
No more questions.
No.
Oh, we're just not gonna be any more questions, okay?
Yeah.
No more questions. I'll make sure of that, okay?
Yeah.
What? Listen. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to talk to you again. You see, Dr. Bruner really likes you a lot, and he's probably gonna want to take you back with him. You know?
Yeah.
But I just want you to know that what I said about being on the road with you, I meant connecting. I like having you for my brother.
I'm an excellent guy.
Sure. I like having you for my
Yeah. CJRLI.
Charlie. Hello, Raymond. You feel a little more relaxed in your favorite Kmart clothes?
Helen, Ray.
Kmart sucks. I see. Look, I have the tickets, and I'll be on this car right here to the right. Why don't you take a couple of minutes? See you, Charlie.
You made a joke, Ray.
Yeah.
Yes, I gotta give this to you. You're gonna have to carry this now. It's got your cheese balls on it, your apple juice, notebooks, pens. Who's on first video that you like?
Who's on first base?
Told you it's funny. Better get going.
Yeah. Very shiny tree.
Yeah, sure is. Now listen, Ray. Dr. Bruner only has custody of me. That doesn't mean I can't visit. Now, I'm coming to see you in 2 weeks. How many days is that before we're going to be together?
14 days from today. Today's Wednesday.
Hours?
336 hours.
Mystifying.
It's 20,160 minutes. 1,209,600 seconds.
Ray? Ray! Ray!
Yeah.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah. One for bad, two for good.
Bet 2 for good.
Yeah. Of course, 3 minutes for Wagner.
You'll make it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you. Senator? Absolutely. He's ready for you now, Miss Rock. Sorry? Senator. Oh.
Good morning, Janine.
Well, the good thing about morning is it ends at noon.
Please sit down. Make some coffee, tea, water.
No, thanks.
It's terrific to see you. Thanks for coming.
Senator.
Marcia, can I have coffee, please? I read a story you did on the rise of image consultants in politics.
You did?
I thought it was a good story, actually. It's a different angle.
Thank you. Are we waiting for your PR pit bull or
No, just you and me.
Oh.
Going to intercept your trick questions.
one-on-one time?
You're the first to call me the future of my party, and this is me returning the favor.
Well, it wasn't a favor, it's just how I saw it 8 years ago.
Nonetheless, grateful.
And considering the state of your party, how do you know the tag isn't pejorative?
Because I got 77% of the vote.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget?
Yeah.
You're aware that I'm doing this timeline.
Yeah, you're doing a detailed timeline of the war on terror, and I bet if it's like every other timeline that's come out this past year, it'll be the opening salvo of a much larger retrospective of mistakes made,
Or it could just be a simple list of facts.
from which you all will pick and choose.
You don't trust us.
I trust you. That's why we're here.
To discuss what exactly?
Just see if you'd like to write an honest-to-God story again. Instead of reminding the few paying attention that we've been fighting a tough war for 6 years. Who gets the Peabody for that?
What's the story?
It's about a new plan going to motion in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. A new plan.
A new plan that will win both the war and, as cliche as this might sound, the hearts and minds of the people.
What's the plan?
Obviously, I won't be able to tell you everything,
National security.
but enough so that you might write a story about what we're doing in Afghanistan now. Not 6 years ago, but now, and how those efforts can culminate in an actual victory.
What is this?
This
This meeting.
This is my honest effort to keep the press better informed and to change the subject from the past to the future, acknowledge mistakes, and talk openly about ways of fixing them, step by step.
How much time do we have together?
I have till 11.
The whole hour? Wow. You all must be panicked.
Oh, no, no. We're determined.
Listen up. Lieutenant Finch, shooting the boys good?
Roger that, sir.
How's that knee?
Ready for that 15-mile hike?
Glad to hear it. Rodriguez?
All up, sir.
Good. I want you to take notes. I want you to ask questions. Good news first. Al-Qaeda and the Taliban have been whittled down to small wolf packs, so do not believe everything you read in the paper. We've successfully pounded the enemy into something much smaller and more impotent than when we first got here. That's good. The bad news, we have yet to step on their throats. We've yet to close. The longer we don't, the harder it gets. Remember your von Clausewitz. Never engage the same enemy for too long, or he will...
Adapt to your tactics, sir.
He will adapt to your tactics. That is correct. Case in point, INSA is reporting that Al-Qaeda in the Badakhshan province is attempting to open up a new front.
Locals up there can't handle the fight, sir?
That's really the whole problem. There's nobody up there strong enough to fight this enemy, and Karzai sure as shit ain't gonna let any of these guys go home now.
So why is the enemy doing this now?
What is clearly happening is that the enemy is bent on establishing themselves as a legitimate fighting force for the people again.
Sir, these guys don't grow on trees, so where are they coming from?
They're going door to door, they're asking families to give up their sons. If they don't give up their sons are executed in front of the families. That's number one. Number two is Iraq. Al-Qaeda and Italy are starting to funnel battle-tested fighters.
Funnel through where, though, sir?
Well, that I can't tell you. I ain't gonna answer that question. Because you already know too much.
So jihadi and Wahhabi terrorists are moving through Shia territory, sir?
Suffice it to say the enemy is getting stronger and the enemy is getting uglier. It is time for us to get back into their fucking kitchen. We're gonna put our foot on their throats. You are going to air assault into the Badakhshan province. You will set up an operating camp here at Pamela left, a forward operating point, an 8,000-foot peak offering 360-degree views of the valley below. The enemy is going to want it just as badly as we do, so we've been ordered to take it first, before the snow thaws. If you check your maps, you'll see there's a suitable LZ. Y'all got that?
Roger.
You will set up camp, you will set up comms, you will set up sat links, you will patiently wait, and if fortunate enough to engage the enemy, you will introduce them to the full measure of American meat. Are we clear? Dress warm.
We're being pushed off the fast here, aren't we, sir?
You want it closed? Or,
What's your guess, Doc?
Well, this is unethical, making you bring me some coffee.
No more than making me look at that shirt.
Oh, Doc. This here's a genuine rain spoon. This is $89.99. It was $69.
Oh, yeah? Well, I take it all back then. So what asked you to come in this early with a gift?
Well, my sporadic absences.
It sounds like the title of a book about your semester. So
That's good, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Doc. I've never ever been this busy in my life.
But with?
Well, just like all my other classes.
This is your maker.
And there's also a young lady.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Oh, is this the one that you jockey to sit next to? You come to my class.
No.
What else is keeping you busy?
President of my fraternity.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Well, hail to the chief.
Come on now, you're in a house, right?
Yeah.
You gotta remember how busy it can get.
Oh, yeah. The 4-day weekends and the 30-minute study session.
That's not what I mean.
Well, you asked me what I remember.
All right, so what? You don't think the school should be as social as it is academic, kind of like getting two educations?
Well, I think if you can't balance the two, you shouldn't be here. I also think that most of the kids that argue that one out loud are the guys with the 2.4s trying to justify $30 grand a year for all those C's. Okay, my friend. You aced a lot of the exams you showed up for. But you've only been to 8 classes this semester. Now that'd be a Hall of Fame run. You only met once a week.
So attendance is part of my grade all of a sudden.
Hey, Todd. You should take a solid B for the rest of this semester. No plus, no minus, just a straight blue-collar B. I'll give that to you. Right here. Right now. Some bullshit.
B for what?
For not coming to another class. For not writing or reading one word I assigned to you. For not signing up for any more of my classes for the rest of your time.
A B from nothing, huh?
You nod yes, this meeting's over.
Half the fucking class would kill for that deal.
But I'm not meeting with any of them.
I think I know what you're
There's
doing.
another deal. 2 parts. Both non-negotiable. First part, you show up every day. every class from here on out. And second, you sit there and you let me tell you about the last two kids I had that gave me hope. Maybe that'll explain why I called you this morning.
This is a very high-minded goal you've set for
Yes,
yourself.
it is a high-minded goal. But this goal for the future of Afghanistan is just a lot of hot air unless we solve the military problem first. Our special forces soldiers are going to take a high ground, key positions throughout Afghanistan before the snow thaws allowing the enemy mobility.
And the military part has to come first. Why?
Because only after we've eradicated the enemy can we then get down to the true nuts and bolts of democracy.
So it's basically kill people to help people.
No, that's not what I said. I said the enemy. Don't take that out of context.
Sorry, I was just trying to
Yeah, I know.
boil it down. So in 2002, I remember you said something like the Taliban's back is forever broken, and then big applause.
Mission accomplished. Good small. Mistake. Because we now know the enemy with broken backs can still crawl. We also know that the enemy learned their lesson from that first backbreaking.
So you're taking for granted there's going to be a second backbreaking.
Would we be having this meeting if I didn't? Is this how the rest of the hour is going to go, Jimmy?
I'm just asking questions. Senator, can you just give me one example of the enemy having learned a lesson?
They've woken up to the fact that we're fighting on two fronts.
And history does tend to punish that kind of hubris, right?
So, we're launching this new strategy using the military as the opening punch. Taking a high ground is key. Whoever takes it owns the ability to observe, the prerogative to attack, and the opportunity to preside.
Preside?
That's why the Romans built forts. You establish a constant presence, or you have constant violence.
So we're going to be there for good, like Romans?
I said constant, not permanent. We have to have the same patience and determination as these insurgents, or they'll simply outlast us. And the security allows us to build those schools, the clinics. It's going to bring
Where's
clean
NATO
waters.
and all this?
Good question, where are they? We can't wait for them to decide when they might act, so we put this new strategy in motion.
And why now? Why not a year ago? 2 years? 3 years?
Two reasons. First reason, the satellites and drones are not nearly as omniscient as they're marketed to be.
Anybody knows that. Just Google Predator or Global Boss.
Second reason's ugly.
Ugly? What's that? Code for off the record?
For the time being, yeah.
Okay.
Iran.
Iran. What are they doing now?
Outside of building nuclear weapons, talking to North Korea, telling Israel they don't know what a real Holocaust looks like. They're allowing Wahhabi insurgents to hike from Iraq to Afghanistan using the most direct route possible.
Across the countryside of Iran. Is that confirmed?
By their denials. Proof there truly is a new axis of evil.
Oh, wow. 1,300 years of murder between the Sunnis and Shias getting backburnered now so they can kill more Americans in more places. Are we still off the record? Because this is the story.
That's negotiable. You see what I'm saying? These radicals are uniting against us. And we need to remind the American people who their enemies are.
Okay, you have proof that they are uniting against us, or are you saying that there maybe is a potential at some
Don't
point?
underestimate how frightening development this is. Now, this is a significant threat to the security of our nation, and you can quote me on this. Now that Iran has nuclear potential, we simply cannot allow
When you
this
say
to escalate.
nuclear, it just sounds like the same kind of fear-mongering that led
Your
up to...
position affords you the luxury of that opinion. Mine does not. It is my responsibility. It's part of my job description to protect the American people. And that is why we put this new strategy into motion now.
So when does it start?
10 minutes ago.
Sunday, the final
to Blackheath and Thornbrook College, otherwise known as BTC. You've probably heard of us. We've been around for over 100 years. If you're in the market for a great day boarding school that caters for students from Year to Year 12, offering boarding for Year 6 that's co-educational and non-denominational, then look no further than BTC. You won't be disappointed. Your kids are gonna love it here.
Don't miss LJ Hooker Roma Auction Centre's online auction commencing 9th of February and closes 14th of February. Offering a wide range of surplus, including 2007 Kenworth T904 Prime Mover, Toyota and Isuzu four-wheel drives, more side tipper trailers, prime movers and body trucks, wheel loaders and forklifts, side-by-sides, shipping containers and portable accommodation, large quantity of drill casing and tubing, plus a wide range of plant attachments, workshop equipment and more. Full catalogue online. For all inquiries, contact LJ Hooker Roma or Riley Randall.
Need a lift? The lift and lock is a lightweight, compact lifting solution with a rated capacity of 150 kilos. A clever safety lock prevents your load dropping, so it's perfect in the shed, on the water, in the factory and on the farm. The lift and lock weighs less than 2 kilos and works vertically, horizontally or in between. So it's a must for farmers, builders, mechanics, hunters and hobbyists. Wherever there's a load to lift. Lift it, lock it, leave it. The lift and lock. The little lifter.
Visit the Top End and connect with our diverse Aboriginal culture.
Connect with country and learn about the spirits of the wetlands.
Come out to East Alligator River and I'll show you my land.
Connect with country, come and learn art and culture in Catherine.
Seeking different? Seek a Top End holiday guide at the Visitor Information Centres in Darwin or Katherine, or online at visittopend.com.au.
Bring on your team's 007 jet ski adventure. Bring your family and friends. Now taking your corporate team building groups. Our experienced tour guides ensure your safety. No experience necessary. Discover World War II sites and remote mangroves. See life from a whole new perspective. Visit our website or phone us on 0427 00700. 007 Jet Ski Adventures, where the thrill begins.
names again?
Ernest. Arian.
Wait, like master race, Aaron.
We spell it with an I instead of a Y. What's your point?
You looked up irony, huh?
What?
You know, a guy named Arian, he can only be African American.
What difference does that make? Stay focused on the American part.
Alright. So they play ball, huh?
It's the only way they can afford to come here.
Scholarship athletes. You want to come up with two guys more different than me? What?
You know, professors aren't teachers, they're salesmen.
Okay. What do you sell?
You to you.
You know you don't have to do me any favors, Doc.
Why is that, Doc?
Why don't you have to do me any favors?
Why don't you care anymore?
Well, how do you know I cared before? Just because I showed you your class?
Yeah. You not only showed up, you got involved. You read everything I assigned. You were hungry. You leaned into those lectures. You went for the jugular in every debate. Now my question to you is, why not anymore?
I already answered you. A lot of things, girls, fraternity, a social life.
Hey, Todd, come on. Go on.
Don't want to hurt your feelings.
Hey, we got an hour. Don't waste a second worrying about my feelings. I'm not worrying about yours.
Thanks. You should write Hallmark cards.
Okay, go on.
All right. Political science, Doc. What's scientific about it outside of maybe the psychology behind how much shit voters will swallow before they notice? The science part, it's really only about how to win. Not how to govern, not how to make anybody any better, just how to win. No matter how stupid or two-faced or criminal, you gotta make yourself look.
Give me an example.
Okay, like presidential candidates now. They announce their candidacy by standing in front of a large audience and loudly saying they will not run for president. You know? Yeah, what is that shit?
It's gold as time.
No, I don't think so. Because, okay, you had me when we were studying the old philosophers. Greeks, and Doc, you had me. They were awesome. Somewhere you lost me. I don't know.
Have you ever been to Greece?
No.
No, of course not. Otherwise, you know their government makes ours look like a streamlined vision of the future.
Wasn't that my point? Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, they can't fix things. What the hell is Todd Hayes gonna do?
Bitch, quit.
Hey, look, I'm gonna pay my taxes, all right? I'm gonna obey traffic lights. I'm gonna give to my charity.
I was thinking about something bigger.
Bigger? Bigger like what? Like be a congressman? Bigger?
That's bigger.
Oh, yeah. Super. And then I get to be one of those turds in D.C. I do mean pure pieces of shit who make our laws. I get to be a doughboy, parts his hair the same side as everyone else. The guy who never says anything, even though he never stops talking. Do I get to be the guy who lectures you on morality while a page jacks me off under the table? Oh, yeah. Please. The guy who funnels away $1 million that doesn't belong to him and then falls like an evangelist when he gets caught. How many never get caught, Doc? Hey, if that's something bigger than being a good Joe with a good job, fuck it. Yeah, that's where you lost me.
You almost convinced me. Almost convinced me.
What?
That you really know what you're talking about. You're great with words, though. But you know what would make me better? Is if they had a heartbeat. If they were rooted in any kind of experience. If you knocked on doors, licked envelopes, been to a damn public rally. Just put yourself on the line in any meaningful way.
Licking envelopes, that's putting myself on the line, huh?
Infinitely more than just talking.
Chinook took hits from small arms RPGs. Talking to the pilots? They have dead and wounded on board, and they didn't land at their objective. Where did they land? 3 kilometers south on the plateau. Choppers fucked for good. 2 men missing. Missing? Lead with that. Who's missing? Finch and Rodriguez. Consensus on the chopper is that they fell out over a small ridge short of the Plan LZ. No guessing on whether or not they survived.
60 minutes is back.
His face dropped, and I knew he'd been waiting for this day.
The Aussie star, wired and ready
What made you do it? I just needed justice to be served.
to catch a monster.
I don't understand. I'm not quite sure what you're asking me.
I know it happened.
Madeline West's 40-year battle.
It'll come back to you when you want forgiveness.
60 minutes, Sunday.
Harvey Norman, your destination for the Samsung Galaxy S24 series. Pre-order the new Samsung Galaxy S24 256GB and get a bonus Galaxy Watch 6 and Galaxy Buds 2 for $0 up front when you connect to a new Optus $99 per month SIM-only plan for 24 months. That's right, get the Galaxy S24 with bonus items and connect to an Optus $99 per month for $0 up front. Hurry, offer in 6th of February. Pre-order now at Harvey Norman.
Hey mate, isn't that Milpa, the Trachoma goanna?
Yeah, it is. Milpa's here to remind us about his 6 steps to stop germs.
That's right, by following the 6 steps, we can have strong eyes and healthy bodies.
And by doing these steps every day, you can stop trachoma and other sicknesses.
Yep, so if we can have sharp vision, we can use our eyes to lead into space and take command. So remember, clean faces and strong eyes.
The Precinct, Darwin Waterfront. The Beer Garden. The menu. Outstanding modern pub food on the terrace. With over 40 craft beers on tap. The main bar. Friendly staff always willing to help. Live music and DJs every Friday, Saturday and Sunday. A refreshingly stylish gaming experience. The destination for lunch, dinner and entertainment? Welcome to the Precinct, Darwin Waterfront.
The 2024 February All Breeds Bull and Female Sailors on the 12th and 13th of February at CQLX Gracemere. The sale starts at 8 a.m. each day with 709 lots catalogued. 22 breeds and composites will be on offer, including Brahman, Droughtmaster, Brangus, Simmental, Charbray, Charolais, Simbra, Angus and Shorthorn to name a few. Contact the selling agents, Elders or Nutri in Rockhampton. The February All Breeds Bull and Female Sale, a sale not to be missed.
Our organisation relies heavily on IT to connect to our clients. If you're a business that's wanting to achieve or going through a high growth phase, I would highly recommend Upfit. Nothing is unachievable.
Only 1 hour from Darwin, Mount Bundy Station is the perfect destination venue for your wedding or corporate event. Rustic, unique, and spread over 300 acres, we feature 4 ceremony spaces to celebrate your love and have 3 event spaces for corporate gatherings. Our boutique accommodation caters for up to 50 guests and up to 200 guests when enjoying our shady campsites. Ensure your wedding or next event is a true territory experience at Mount Bundy Station. Keep the greens and relax at the Alice Springs Golf Club.
We've got torches, we've got boiling water, and they know to stay away from fallen power lines and flooding. Make sure we keep ourselves updated. We'll be safe.
Will you?
We know what we're doing. Be ready, be safe, and we'll get through severe weather together.
Hurry! Brother!
Aaron! You fucking idiot! How bad are you? Dad! Can you get to me?
launch the rescue chopper.
Get them in the air, but vector them halfway between Pamela left and us. We're not going to put them in that same gauntlet. Put them in a holding pattern so we know what's going on. Can we see anything get a predator up?
I don't know for how long. Cold front's still coming. G2 says to pack in big snow, maybe 70 mile an
All
hour.
right, I'm going to see as much as I can for as long as I can. What's the ETA in getting a fast mover out
I got
there?
a warthog that'll take 20, 25 minutes to get out there, but the margin of safety.
Scramble it. Do it. I would love to talk to the motherfucker that said this mountaintop was secure.
Afghan terrain demands small, specialized teams establish forward operating points.
I've heard of forward operating bases, but not forward operating points. Point sounds smaller than base.
Because it is. What? Say it.
Sorry, no, I just, it also sounds like Pentagonese for bait.
Janine, it's not like we're putting one or two guys on the mountain here. Right. Small is how we fight now.
It's the man in the air conditioner.
This is the fight that we're in. And unfortunately, civilizations do not sustain themselves through nonviolent response.
What does that mean? Are you going to now forego diplomacy and State Department
We
treaty?
were attacked. You do not respond to an attack with diplomacy. Bin Laden's idea of diplomacy is not filming the beheadings. Saddam violated 16 UN resolutions, and the UN responded by issuing 30-plus sternly worded statements condemning his behavior, all the while France, China, and Russia continued to trade with Saddam under the table.
And didn't we also arm Saddam in the 80s?
But here we are now.
Yes, here we are now. And don't you think it might be critical to examine how we got to this
How
point?
and why is not the issue now. We have to move forward. We're fighting a brand of evil that thinks the last 1,300 years of human progress is heresy, punishable by violent death. Now, if that's something that you don't feel should be wiped from the face of
I'd
history,
like to see Bin Laden dead and gone as much as anybody, but I just don't understand how you cannot want to look at the past. Not that it's critical.
what is critical, what is relevant, is the implementation of a new strategy that will win this war. A war we cannot lose.
But we're not winning it.
Yet. This new strategy can change that.
How about a strategy to get the troops home?
So leave.
That's not an option.
Okay, let's play this out. We walk, and Afghanistan reverts back to the Taliban. Only now the Taliban has metastasized into something infinitely more vicious and potent because they're now 2-0 versus superpowers. They butcher the people who helped us, who voted, who were stupid enough to put their faith in our word. So call it not only the end of hope for tens of millions of Afghans, but the end of American credibility. The end of America as a force for righteousness in the world. And when we're forced to go back in a couple of years, and please quote me on this, we'll be squared off against a shattered Iraq, a hopeless Afghanistan, and a nuclear Iran. How many troops are we going to need then? I guarantee you'll be adding some zeros.
May I speak freely? You're about to implement another new strategy, regardless of the human cost or the financial cost, because you predict
We thought
that
deeply
maybe.
about the human cost when we were planning this strategy.
What were your estimates exactly?
What I can say is that this strategy has patience and determination at its core. It ensures that it puts our fighting men in spots where they can face a fight and kill the enemy, so that we can then go about rebuilding that country. And if it takes 10 years, that's how long we stay to do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Then why did it take 3 years to up armor our Humvee?
They're up armored now at my constant urging.
Add-ons don't provide the same protection, Senator. You know that. And why does the president insist on spending billions on subs and fighter planes that are completely useless in this kind of
What do you
war?
think I'm working
And
on?
why do we send 150,000 troops to a country that did not attack us, and 1/10 that number to the one that did?
How many times are you people going to ask the same question?
Till we get the answer.
Okay. Here goes. Iraq was almost a first world country.
It was still.
We took it quick because we had numbers. Afghanistan was, is, and always will be the definition of rugged third world. Big numbers have bogged down there since before Alexander became the Great.
We took Iraq? How did I miss that?
Militarily, we did. We made mistakes. Colossal mistakes. That should never be forgotten. But 6 years ago, who could have known what to do or when to do it? After watching our jets flying through our buildings. Do you remember how petrified we were what our enemies might do for an encore? And how all at once, everything was lives at risk, families, friends, kindergartens, rivers, bridges, nuclear plants. Do you remember how terror-colored that next morning in shades we've never seen before? Tens of thousands have died since, because of that fear and the mistakes it inspired. But the question I'm left with, the question that keeps me up at night, because I have to answer it, is what do we do now?
I love kids and
You're super cocky.
yeah,
The odds are really stacked against us.
You have
relaxed sperm. The sperm sample experience was eye-opening. Yeah, I'm not real keen on touching that remote.
Australia's most powerful journey of hope returns.
I'm so happy. I'm crying.
Monday after married on 9 at 9 now.
Harvey Norman, your destination for outdoor living, with our huge range of outdoor furniture and barbecues. The latest trends in timber, stone, rope, aluminium, and wicker. Lounges or dining, casual bar settings, sun lounges, and settings to suit small spaces. A versatile collection for the ultimate in choice. Barbecues from all the big brands: Beefeater, Everdeer, Gasmake, Massport, and Oklahoma Joe's, including smokers for slow cooking, charcoal grills, plus outdoor kitchens and fully customizable solutions. So much more to explore in our huge range now at Harvey Norman, your destination for outdoor living.
The Precinct, Darwin Waterfront. The Beer Garden. The Menu. Outstanding modern pub food on the terrace. With over 40 craft beers on tap. The Main Bar. Friendly staff always willing to help. Live music and DJs every Friday, Saturday and Sunday. A refreshingly stylish gaming experience. The destination for lunch, dinner and entertainment? Welcome to the Precinct, Darwin Waterfront.
When you're covered with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, you get to choose who repairs your car. And we guarantee the repairs we authorise for as long as you own or lease your car. TIO, we're for Territorians.
The 25th on-property Avonvale Pole Hereford Bull Sale will be held on Wednesday the 14th of February at 1 p.m, interfaced with Auctions Plus. On offer 140 polled sires with natural thickness and doing ability, breed-leading EBVs with consistency and evenness throughout the draft. There has never been a better time to invest in new modern genetics. So head for the hills Wednesday the 14th of February at 1 p.m. for the on-property Avonvale Pole Hereford sale. We look forward to seeing you there.
Alice Property Management, the only business in Alice Springs specialising in property management. We take care of your property like it's our own. Call Mike Bongiorno, who has 35 years of helping landlords in Alice Springs. We love property management.
Heading off the beaten track, going camping. Be a happy camper. Jessup Dwellers. Our camping guru says, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Now your opposite lock specialists. Corner Wilkinson and Millville Road, Alice Springs. Waterside office, finding accommodation, or toilet block. Easy. Demountable Sales and Hire can help you with all kinds of temporary structure options. All buildings and footings fully transportable for short or long-term hire. Find out what else we can do at demountablesaleshire.com.au.
Rigid frame trucks were never meant to tow light frame caravans. The stress and damage could ruin your investments. Introducing a revolution in tow bars. Air Glide tow bars. Designed for trucks to tow caravans, horse floats and trailers. Smooth, safe and strong for the roughest surfaces. Professionally engineered and looks great on your truck. The future is clear. No need to overbuild and you save money. Call Air Glide tow bars. Air Glide tow bars. Protect your investment today.
First platoon!
God, they're moving in. They're alive. Okay.
It's just snow blowing. Watch my flank. You idiot, 10 pilot, I want a goddamn ETA.
They just said 18 minutes.
That was 7 minutes ago. I want to talk to the pilot now.
Sir, the rescue bird is in its holding pattern, waiting for your word.
Alright, so under this scenario, they volunteered.
Is that a question or an accusation?
Alright, it's just a question.
Yes, they volunteered.
They're like adrenaline types, like they like it extreme. Those kind of
No, Ernie, they're not adrenaline types. What I was talking about was fearless, being terrified, but willing yourself to the next step.
courage.
But of the real kind. What are you afraid of, Todd? Most everybody's afraid of not getting a job, or moving in with their parents, or student loan payments looming.
Yeah, that all scares me too, Doc.
Or the voice in your head that keeps asking you awful questions like, should I be doing more with my gifts? Am I making the most out of my time here on this planet?
I think everybody asks themselves those kind of questions.
A lot of us are afraid of the answers. Do you remember the second or third lecture you ever had with me? And I called you out of the blue? You sat way over to the side where most of the guys sit when you don't want to be called on to talk. You know, close enough to have commitment, but just far enough away where I can't see you and call on you.
It's called embarrassment. You asked me what I thought about the reading, and I just said I didn't do the reading.
But on reflex, no excuses, no bullshit, honest.
I was just terrified.
But you willed yourself to the next step. And you remember the subject we were discussing? What that reading was all about?
You try to block embarrassing moments out, don't
It
you?
was about that clinic they were opening up on Adams. They were passing out clean, free needles to addicts. And a class of 80 people thought that was a pretty good idea. They thought, yeah, it'll stop spreading the disease and maybe cut crime a bit. And you said,
Look, if we're going to spend tax dollars, our tax dollars, to help people break the law in a safer way, why don't we have a designated drunk driver lane on the highway? It's a much bigger problem than IV drug use, and it's the exact same logic.
You're talking economics.
Yeah, I'm talking economics, and I'm also talking about safety.
Wait a minute, you just admitted you didn't even read the assignment.
No, I didn't, but I can still think. I still got a brain. No. Well, you know, I can kick a hornet's nest with the best of them.
yeah, but the kid who didn't read the assignment and admitted it becomes the center of one of the most interesting debates I've ever been a part of. Where did that kid go?
So I take it to mean you think that the number of troops that we have in Afghanistan now is enough?
I do. And a big part of why we're able to do more with less in Afghanistan, outside of the precise intel that we have in here, is the superior nature of our special forces. I mean, these guys are pros.
It really reminds me of Abrams in '68.
Abrams?
Huh? Yeah. Remember?
How long ago was that?
We can't get the Viet Cong to engage in big fights, so we'll send out smaller groups so that they can't resist ambushing us. At least we'll be fighting. 58,000 names say that new strategy didn't work out so well.
What is your problem with evolution? With utterly capable platoons of special forces soldiers surgically ferreting out the enemy.
Again, platoons are small.
Again, small is the point. Abrams, were you TiVo the History Channel?
No. 68 was my first year reporting. It was my college newspaper.
Liberal rag?
Yeah. I never lost my taste for it.
Lucky me. 1968,
Yeah, you were 6.
but reading at a 6th grade level. 40 years in this racket.
You don't have to say the duration out loud.
40 years means you should have enough salt to know the tipping point. The American people need to understand it is not only our choice to stop these insurgents, but our moral obligation. We simply cannot allow their form of evil and terror to spread. As through precise military action, we will take the essential first step.
First step. But what have we been doing for the past 6 years, Senator? World War II took less than 5.
Roll over. I gotta see your leg. See if it's compounded. Don't black out.
nothing
jobs
debatable
dropped
about
out.
it,
But
Janine.
Senator, the American people, if they're going to accept yet another new strategy, I think want more than just vague admissions of past mistakes. Can you tell me, in your own words, exactly where you think we went wrong?
Worst intel in our history. Decision makers who've never bled in the fight. Bad PR.
Bad PR.
You guys had a heyday with that was great. That was quite the figure.
Have you ever bled in a fight?
Intelligence, 6 years.
But not the infantry, right?
You know this. I graduated first in my class in West Point. I excelled at intelligence. Are you asking me to apologize for an achievement?
No, I would never do that.
You know, here we are having a high-minded debate about war and policy, and it just occurred to me that you're not going to be able to fit a real story in between those home of the free, land of the obese exposés and all your network's entertainment coverage. Maybe if I keep my fingers crossed, I might get a 7-second mention from that focus group created anchor of yours with the big hair. Forgive me, it's Summer Hernandez Kowalski. Is that her real name? What happened to you guys? When did you all become a windsock?
A what?
Windsock. Blows with the prevailing breeze. When did you start confusing majority opinion with the right opinion?
Sort of like when we supported going into Iraq.
Supported? Oh, no. You guys sold it. Your network let every report about the invasion of Iraq, with the digital screen size flag, the square-jawed saluting Marine, and the bald eagle soaring to Aaron Copeland.
That's because we believed in what you believed, that Iraq was a legitimate enemy.
They
And you
are
asked us for the benefit of the doubt because we have troops in harm's way.
And your network provided that benefit without a blush.
We gave it to you.
We both. Janine, we both put our fighting at risk. Now I've admitted my mistakes. When will you?
Call from Senator Skilkin on line 2.
Thank you. Ask him, wait a second, please. You know, in a sense, we're on the same team. We're teammates. We both have a responsibility. You've already sold the war. Now I'm asking you to help me sell the solution. Excuse me, I'm staying this call.
Could use the phone in here.
You think I want to let you hear me beg for money?
What do you like more, dogs or children? No need for the apostrophe, sir, but
Oh, isn't it?
yeah, what's what? What does the dog have?
It's dog and then it's plural, so soup.
No, plural doesn't have that.
Doesn't it?
I work at the ABC, I help you. Did you
Black and
to caravanners. Need parts and accessories? Ford Lincoln Caravan Centre has it all. Mirrors, door handles, awnings and parts, heating and cooling, 12-volt smart TVs, solar panels, grey water tanks, clotheslines, towing aids, fence hatches and so much more. All at Ford Lincoln Caravan Centre.
Find your dream home with Nutrient Harcourt's Alice Springs, your experienced real estate specialists.
We love our Weber Q. The taste makes it a real ripper. Throw on some steaks and they're done fat-free with no flare-ups in minutes. Entertaining friends with a Weber roast? The family Q is tops. There's never been a gas barbecue anything like this before. I love it. It can cook better than an oven too. And oven cleaning, forget it. We use our Weber family Q for breakfast, lunch and dinner. All with a flavour that leaves other barbecues cold. We love it all right.
White House Furnishers by Ryan delivers quality white goods and electrical at competitive prices. All new electronics, televisions, stoves, fridges, washers, furniture, floor coverings, carpets, and designer blinds. Home delivery and interest-free finance options. White House Furnishers, Catherine.
In 2023, we're not the newest kid on the block in the Alice. We used to be iGear. Now we're Phone Hut. It's just great tech at Phone Hut. Traveling, phone or tablet broken? Da-da-da-da! Phone Hut to the rescue! Phone Hut, it's iGear all grown up. Great tech without the tech pain. Come and see Phone Hut. Hey Siri, Phone Hut. Next door to J-Car.
Wharf One Food and Wine is your local restaurant, bar and party venue. Grab some friends and enjoy the awesome water views while sipping a pina colada, wine or icy cold beer. Open 7 days, it's hard to beat the healthy, delicious and Moorish food. Whether it's a celebration or a drink after work, Wharf One Food and Wine is that cool, right-on-the-water spot to have a drink or meal. Eat, drink and celebrate at Wharf One Food and Wine, where every day is a special occasion.
This massive 50k end game is like no other. New Ticket Point Australia, Monday at 5.
Why are they waiting? Maybe trying to take us alive. Figure that out. Breathe. Breathe.
Okay, Team 1 gets to set the bar. The topic they pulled, what foreign relations theory or concept can best be applied here at home to greater effect? Okay, Team 1, you're up. 15 minutes, flame or fame?
Hey, you okay? You ready to do this? Yeah. Breathe. Breathe. No, you gotta forgive my boy. He's so desperate to get my dumbass to get grade, he's either gonna shit his pants or swallow his tongue.
Know why they cut affirmative action? It was his GPA.
So what about you, Doc? What about those who can't do? Teach. Seriously, is being a professor doing the most with what you were given? Are these your gifts? You got me. You know, 30 years ago, I had a whole different idea about what this job was going to be. I was going to publish theories that would change the thousands that read them. The university fathers were going to be so impressed with me that they would offer me season tickets on the 50 just to make sure I stayed. Jesus, some elaborate daydreams there. Aren't they? Wow.
papers I do get published don't get read. Students do come to me for advice, but the school still spells my name wrong on memos and mails.
So what? You still here for the money?
My God, no. No. I'm still here, Todd, because I'm a selfish man. I'm selfish for the very rare times when you really know you have someone in one of your classes that has rare gifts to go on and do big things on a big scale. I realize that my gifts aren't my theories, but my ability to recognize great potential in others and maybe give them a little shove when they need it.
Think I'm one of those people?
What do you think?
Ernest and Arian. They were able to show you they were rare? Like every day?
Just enough to erase doubt. No. The only real difference between you and them, Todd, is that you're a naturally gifted student. They weren't. They had to work their asses off. Didn't come easy to them like you.
That, and they could also hit 90-mile-an-hour fastballs? Hey, I'll trade them, Doc.
No, they trade you. They went to these high schools in the area around where they grew up. God-forsaken places that bear no resemblance to the schools you or I went to. Metal detectors on every door, teachers carrying mace. These awful places did them not one favor. So the same thing when I was in Vietnam. What? First guys to sign up to fight are the very ones this country really doesn't treat that well. And here are Ernest and Arian. Growing up in these neighborhoods where people butcher each other for the most simple-minded shit. You were raised in a neighborhood 2 blocks south from where I was raised instead of north. Bam. The rims on your car are better than mine. Bam. And what do after they scrape themselves up and get out of these places in one piece? They go out to fight for the very country that all but ignores these neighborhoods unless there's a riot or a drive-by epidemic. Then on the flip side, you got kids that can take advantage of every single gift this country has.
It's like me, right?
And usually they're the first ones to take a big step back when it comes time for volunteering.
Are you recruiting me?
Recruiting?
You sold the army to Ernest and Arian, now you're trying to sell it to me.
3 guys in that photo never came home. 1 guy's in prison for life. You want to know what the worst wound I ever got was? 54 stitches protesting in Chicago after I came home. I did just the opposite of recruiting Ernest and Arian. Did I like what they did? No. Did I agree with what they did? No. In fact, it broke my heart. That doesn't mean I don't revere the reasons they went. They took action because they believed the best way to change things in this country was to go fight for it.
Engagement. Engagement is the foreign relations concept that we would like to apply here at home. We're pretty good with it abroad. Our Secretary of State has traveled more miles than any in history, and we have more embassies than ever.
To your first point, it's not just because of easy access to jets. And to the second, aren't there just more countries now to put embassies in?
We can choose not to fly those jets, and we can choose not to recognize any new country, but choosing to do so, I guess, is engagement. Again, we're pretty good with engagement outside of our own country, even though we've had some big failures.
Like
9/11 in Rwanda, Somalia. It's a communist country 90 miles outside of Miami. We just need a lot more than 15 minutes to talk about that.
Yeah, well, no country's perfect.
Every country should want to be better. Look, homeboy, if you cool with that, we'd like to use the rest of the time we have left to focus on engagement and how we see it abroad, and we don't see the same on our streets. Now, we totally turned away from the biggest problems here at home, even though the best way to double the size of the problem is just to turn your back on it.
Yeah, so who knew? America needs to do more.
We do. Wow. We do. Like, do away with your junior year of high school.
And there's 3 options instead of just going to school. You get a Peace Corps year abroad, an AmeriCorps year here in one of the 504 zip codes, or an ROTC-like apprenticeship here or abroad. But everybody picks one, and nobody gets a no from mom.
Oh, man, come on. Is this another joke? No, man. Was democracy a joke? Was civil rights a joke?
How about every junior then also learns to march in formation and we invade our neighbors?
We would get lost on the way. Listen, 73% of all California freshmen cannot name the country that borders Minnesota, can you? 77% of all U.S. freshmen cannot name both senators from their home state. And 50% of all 8th graders can't write or do math at 8th grade level.
And when 25% of our workers didn't function, we called it a Great Depression.
Now, what do we call 50% of our students not functioning?
A Greater Depression.
Yeah.
Oh, in Canada borders Minnesota.
That's the smartest thing you've said all day.
Yeah, but what about costs? What do you mean so ridiculous and infeasible would they be? I mean,
Not as
come on.
ridiculous as the $9,000 we spend per student per year. $9,000 times what? 3.8 million juniors. That's $34 billion, man. We spend $2 billion more now than we did 5 years back.
And for worse results.
Who won't want to be part of an experience where it's not about your race, it's not about your wealth, not even where you come from? Common only because we're American. I guarantee you that would make us better for life. And the shame is we don't get that type of level playing ground, not in this country, unless there's a draft.
So, I'd have to stay in school a year longer? You've been here 8 years, bro.
We could all, with all the degrees and all the money we're gonna make, go hide in a big house with high walls.
What happened to big house with high walls in the American dream?
July 5th, 1776.
What about December 8th, 1941?
September 12th, 2001.
So you two don't want to go to Harvard Law or Stanford Business after you graduate here? You don't want to make money? I say bullshit. I think it's totally hypocritical for you to just talk this giant game.
A brown snake slithers across a cold floor. A woman is shot in the back. It was ruled an accident.
It's one of Australia's strangest cases.
Hunting a snake with a gun is a recipe for disaster.
How this man shot his wife dead and blamed it on a snake. I'm smelling a big ratty. Under investigation starts Wednesday after Married on 9.
Oh, it's a pleasure to look around at your leisure.
So why buy an Island Star caravan? Well, there's thousands of them on the roads all over Australia. And they're built for luxury, and they're built to stand the test of time. With almost 5 decades of service to Australia, go with the people you can trust. Noel's Island Star Caravans, you'll love the way they do business.
Caravans, caravans.
Make the fence you have an effective barrier with pickaxe by Wireman. No need to remove wire. Fixed to timber or steel. No hammer needed. Australian made, high tensile steel. Save time, save money. Around the house or on the farm. Race your fence the easy way. Pickaxe by Wireman.
Milpa, the Tomagana is here to remind us that clean faces keep our eyes healthy and strong. And getting rid of snotty noses and mucky eyes helps us to stop trachoma. Let's have a look in the mirror to check if our faces are clean. Having strong, healthy eyes and following Milpa's 6 steps to stop germs helps us kick a deadly pass to our teammate. So remember, clean faces, strong eyes.
By taking the oath, you hereby pledge to help everyone, everywhere, make their job easy. What say you?
Can I?
I can't hear you! Can I?
Can you show me how to use this?
Arafura catering equipment for Act Darwin, the territory's one-stop supplier, catering for all aspects of kitchen equipment, design and installation. From kitchenware to front of house, Arafura catering equipment for all your hospitality needs. All the major brands of preparation and cooking equipment, refrigeration, ice machines, dishwashers, glasses, barware, cutlery and crockery. We service all commercial kitchens. We deliver quality and service to hospitality outlets from the Kimberley to the Gulf, from Central Australia to Timor. Arafura catering equipment, Darwin.
Doc, what's going on with you? You look like you're getting ulcers over there.
No, I'd had the ulcers. question is whether or not they're bleeding.
Oh, you gotta stop worrying, thinking that project made us enlist. It didn't.
I don't believe that. Guys, you two can pick any grad school in any field you want.
$200,000 in the hole to get you graduate.
Loan forgiveness program?
Yeah, they're programs, but they're not as forgiving as they advertise.
Barry's doing a lot of talking for both of them.
Oh, you think you did the math all by yourself? Doc, you're the one that told us not to live over a safety net.
Didn't think that was going to translate to you guys heading out to a war. If I did, I would have cut my tongue out.
I think you're missing the point, Doc.
Yeah. Why? Because I can't see the Army as a better gig than graduate schools most students would give an arm to get into.
No, because you're not seeing that if we did anything else, we wouldn't be a part of the most important things going on right now. Doc, these events are going to define our lives, just the same way Vietnam did for yours.
I didn't enlist. I was drafted. World War I. German soldiers wrote poems about the bravery of British grunts. They admired them almost as much as they laughed at the British high command who wasted those same grunts by the hundreds of thousands. German general wrote, "Nowhere else have I seen such lions led by such lambs." That statement is so dead on right now. These stars scholars that started this war, that are running it now, nowhere near the best and the brightest, not even in the same galaxy. They're the ones that, when some of our men are blown to bits in the middle of a gun battle, say shit like, "Oh, the enemy may have bloodied our nose, but we're learning from our mistakes."
We agree. What's the problem?
So what's the problem? What are you talking about?
I mean, we already know how the system works.
Guys, think.
We've thought that far ahead. Because it's going badly makes it even more important, Doc.
I don't. What do you mean?
We wouldn't have spent 3 weeks in school on Nixon without Watergate. If we killed Bin Laden on 9/12, or if Iraqi Shiites greeted us with a ticker-tape parade, we would never have to think about things like, who are these people? Does religion really preach murder? Do they really need a dictator to stop themselves from massacring each other? The greatest military in history can't catch 3 guys. Come on. And how do you preach democracy and still send billions to Saudi kings who are the furthest thing from it?
So just load yourselves into breach.
Or sit on the bench. The men who lead are the ones that do work. When there's work to be done, will you step up when you need it? Or will you just sit back and let the other people do the lifting for you? Just simple questions.
Potentially really thoughtful answers, guys. Trust me. Please trust that if I thought this fight was worth the sweat, I'd back you. I would. But what about stepping up here? Changing policy at home?
Look, we go do this now, then we come back and go to school on the Army side. Then we can do something. Like Mexican combat vets with an education. God damn. No debt to dictate what we do next. They gotta listen to us then, Doc. We can change things.
If.
Intelligence rushing and finishing it. Because we're worth more captured than killed.
The pilot.
It's here to my boys. When you get there, you shoot straight. I want you to apprise the rescue chopper of all of this. You tell them we've got an A-10 bomber moving in there to attempt to clean it out, but they are heading into a still hot LZ with exposed friendlies. I want you to make sure that this is heading the correct way up the command chain. You understand? You tell them this is not as easy as it looks 9,000 miles away.
Sorry to keep you waiting. There's a vote up now, so
In 1991, my network, Annex, was bought by a corporation that's known for selling soap and light bulbs. And overnight, we went from a news organization preoccupied with gathering news to a business unit preoccupied with ad revenue and ratings. Oh, we didn't sell. And I knew it. So I signed my contract, and I knew it. But I thought I could keep my autonomy, you know. I thought that little raise they gave me meant they were still committed to hard news, but
Janine, sit. Please.
Thank you for that.
it's just the truth. How can I How can I verify the results of this mission? You're not going to be embedding press with these troops, are you?
There's no room. Special forces travel fast and light. But I can provide the infrared and gun camera footage.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Those are always the most popular downloads.
And any developing details will come directly from me.
Great. Thank you. Now let me kill the good feeling.
You? Really?
Worst case scenario. Forward operating points don't work.
They will work.
Has the president contemplated surging the troops in support of this strategy, if it's necessary? The military's stretched pretty thin right now. Maybe you'll have to send kids to sign up to go.
A draft? We don't need it. We have everything we need to break the enemy right now, except the public will to do it. That's where you come in.
But how do we know you're going to get it right this time? People are very mistrustful. You know, after 9/11, we had the whole world on our side. Here we are 6 years later, stumbling through one of the worst times ever to be an American.
But come on, Ginny, hyperbole is not going to do us.
Come on, nobody is monitoring our patriotism here. You have to admit, this is one of the 5 worst times to fly the Stars and Stripes. People need
A win, Ginny. The people, the president, me. We all need a win in Afghanistan. Winning allows our public to refocus. Winning gets Congress back in the mood to talk instead of yell.
And it helps the people of Afghanistan.
That goes without saying.
And it helps your party.
Because we are the party that represents security. The power that this country is known for. The party that signals tyrants the world over that the USA has a stomach and stamina to finish our fights.
Finish?
Do you want to win, Ginny? What? Do you want to win the war on terror? Yes or no? Yes or no?
It's abroad.
Okay, you see this? This is the quintessential yes or no question of our time. Equivocation is defeat. You stop for a second and you're dead. The only option for America, excuse me,